Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the daily scan for Monday, July 28th, 2014. Okay, right off the bat, I have to apologize for Friday. See, there's I think I might have mentioned this before, there's a new feature on YouTube when you upload a video that it's just not automatically available. You have to actually publish it. And a couple of times I have forgotten to publish it. Sometimes I caught it relatively early, other times not. Because usually it takes a while to render the video, to convert it into the right format. And then to upload it and, type in all the information and everything else. And a lot of times everything's just not ready. So I get up and I get another cup of coffee. And, how it happens after that, right? So I apologize for Friday. I didn't even realize it till Saturday, which I think is when I actually published the video. But it's still valid. It's not timely, but it's still valid. All right, and actually from the announcements on Friday, unemployment was a real surprise to the downside, new claims. So that was, I guess, a pleasant surprise, but the market didn't seem to care because the market works on emotion, mostly, for the most part. And it had a nice pullback on Friday. Okay, so for today, and look at this week, it's going to be very, very busy. For us, for the most part, earnings are over. We still have a couple of stragglers coming in late on our A-plus list, but for the most part, it's over. So we can get down to real business here. But for the rest of this week, there's a lot of announcements out here. Quite a few red stars towards the end of the week and a lot of gold stars. Today we have pending home sales and Dallas Fed manufacturing survey, which should be interesting. Moving right along, let's take a look at the markets over in Asia and how they did today. Some up, some down. Shanghai was up quite a bit. I think I read something about that in the blurb someplace. And then in Europe, we're pretty mixed. And over in the U.S., right now, we are looking at, let's bring that one up. We're looking at an open that may gap down a tad. Gold is up $1.40 overnight, finally above 1,300 again after spending a week or so below 1,300, and oil is at 101.50, down 59 cents. So there's nothing was resolved over the weekend as far as conflicts. And I heard that, the pipeline that they wanted to build in the U.S., that Canada signed an agreement to build a pipeline to send it all over to Asia. So thank you very much, Washington, D.C. and President Obama, for putting that pipeline in to more or less keep the oil here. Let's just let Canada ship it over to Asia and Japan or whoever they're sending it to. All right. Try to keep away from that kind of stuff. Okay, so Friday I opened a position on the Russell. Let's take a look at that right quick. Right here. We'll jump to our chart. All right, I opened one up here, and this is at 1165, and I opened it on this candle on Friday. Saw the gap down, thought, well, I'm gonna open one because I was pretty happy with the way that this was looking here as far as a credit of 90 cents on a $5 spread. It's pretty close to my 5-to-1 risk reward. So I was happy with that, and I was happy that I got the price that I wanted for it. So we open that one, and you can see it here. There. The line starts right here on this candle. If we were to look at it, it would say it was actually at 10:15. I'm not sure that I actually typed in the real time there, but that's pretty close. So 10:15 on Friday, open that one. And Friday, I think that's about it for Friday. One of the things I may not have looked at, I'm not sure, is this Baidu earnings play that I had out there. So if we take a look at the risk profile, oh, please don't crash on me. Oh, God. All right, I'm not sure how stable it's going to be this morning. They're getting an email from me now. I've been tolerant of this long enough. But I thought we'd go over the results from last week before we go over the A-plus list. So that's like the fourth time this morning when I went to go look at Baidu that the system crashed. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not. I'm not sure, but I'm very, very frustrated and irritated right now. But anyway, here's the results for July, because Friday and Saturday, well, Friday actually is August 1st, so we start tallying stuff up in a new month. Just, technically that's not true, but this is just the way that we're going to do it, and it breaks it up fine. So for July, we had 7 winners and 6 losers. Year to date, we're at 58 and 42, and for July, P&L was $503. So here's the monthly profit and loss here for so far for this year, and we're at $27.89 for the year, minus commissions $26.21.66, somewhere around there. And also, before we run through the A-plus list, which the system will probably crash at Baidu, I wanted to mention something for you that, let's see, John Carter, who is he's an option guy too. I think he's been on Thinkorswim and some of their swim lessons and stuff, and I think that he's been on Tasty Trade. I'm not really sure, but he's got a webinar coming up, which is of some interest here. Hang on a second. So I got an email from him, and here it is. His website is simpleroptions.com, and he's got an education thing going on. And he's got a webinar coming up on Tuesday, actually tomorrow, from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. And it's not John Carter, it's this Bruce guy here. And here's the things that he's going to be doing. And here's what he's charging for it. Instead of $297, if you sign up today, it's $97. So I just wanted to let you know that there's people out there doing this. I don't know. He might be looking at the option guru and picking up some ideas from that gentleman. Who knows? But anyway, I thought you might be interested in seeing that everything I do is free. It may not be as smooth and as pretty as other places, but I think it's good information. It's my thinking out loud, and it's totally 100% free. Okay, now I'm going to start up Thinkorswim again and see if we can get through this. Okay, let's try this again. I've already gone through this rut position, and Priceline, that we're in that, and it looks like as though that's doing pretty good. All right, let's start right out with Apple here and hope we don't get a crash. Okay, so far so good. Apple, we have a target set up down here. We're just going to wait to see if it comes down there and hits that. Let's take a look at Amazon. Amazon earnings, not good. They lost more than the analysts thought they were going to lose. I guess they claim that Amazon's giving too much stuff away. So we're going to stay away from this for a little while. We need a full cycle here to see if this trend is going to be solid and if it's going to continue. It's a huge digger right there. So even though it opened low on Friday, it still managed to work its way up a bit. Okay. Next is, see my cursor? You see that? My cursor's just doing funny stuff here. Baidu. Are we going to get a crash? No. All right. We got through Baidu. We have a target set down here, just sort of, it's in an uptrend. We had that earnings plan. I'm not going to bring up the risk profile on that because that seems to crash quite a bit when I do that. So basically the earnings play, which was a diagonal, worked out 100% because it was a was it a call or a put? I forget. Anyway, it must have been a put. The short option expired, totally worthless. We still have the long option that's expiring this week, which we would sell if we were in this live. We just did it as a simulated trade, if you remember. So we're still waiting for a new target down here. Celgene. Celgene is in a consolidation. This would have been a pretty decent time maybe to get in. It's in a strong trend, but right now it's consolidating. And we had earnings here, so they actually beat, but the market wasn't real impressed. But I'm thinking target here for a 50 delta. Let's see if we come down and catch that. All right, a Chipotle. It's hanging in up there. It's staying up there. So, burritos must be very, very popular. And, of course, the profit margins are probably huge. We have a target set. We're waiting for it to hit. Costco. Geez. Alright, we're trying this again. At least you guys don't have to sit through this. Okay, we have a hook down here. I'm putting them again back on my 20 delta. I should have got in on this on Friday, but when I looked at it, it didn't have any decent premium at anything around a 20 delta. And if I would have gone tighter on my short strike, it would not have worked out very well. It would have been way too tight, and I didn't want to do that. So I'm going to put them back on the 20 delta for today. Alrighty. Take a look at the Dow. Big fat red candle on Friday. Horrible open. Even with that wonderful unemployment claims. So what are we looking at here? We're looking at a possible 20 delta. But remember, there are not the multiple weeklies on this. As you can see, we have this week, and that's it. We can't pick next week. Or we got the monthly. So, just for giggles, if we do have an up move today, a 20 delta on the put side for the monthlies would put us at 166, which is way out of the picture here, which, has possibilities. And what kind of premium would we be talking about there? Let's see here. This is 21 delta. So we have a $1 spread and a 14-cent premium. Not good enough. How about at 167? We have a 17-cent premium. That's getting a little bit better. We'd look for 20. And that would put us at 167, which is down here. Yeah. And we'd have to wait 3 weeks. I don't know. That's why I don't like this particular one. But anyway, you saw the chart and you see the way that the Dow is moving anyway. So next is gold. Missed an opportunity. Well, I didn't really miss it. Actually, I looked at it and I didn't like the premium there either. On a 20 delta, looking for 5-to-1 risk reward, and as you move out in time you can get a strike further away, but I don't want to go that far out in time, so I took a pass on plays for that, and I guess I should keep those so that we can review them. Alright, Google, we have a setup, and that's for a bull put, and it's on my list, and we'll see if it gives us a hook later today, and if not, we got time. Alright, LinkedIn. I have no idea what that sound was. LinkedIn, earnings, pass, NDX. Right, coming down here and heading towards our target area. Although it gapped down on Friday, it kind of held steady. It's because you got all these crazy ones in there like Baidu and Apple, but then you got Amazon pulling them down. Who knows? Anyway, and then there's Netflix. Uh-oh. Not good. Yep. Empty stack exception. Alright. Let's try to move along quickly here. Oh, jeez. Alright, I think we're done with Netflix. This crashes one more time, I'm going to have to just stop the video, and I think we've gotten far enough through the list here. Last week we opened this position on Priceline, and we threw this channel on here just to take a look at how this price may move according to recent history, at least the last 4 weeks anyway. And this is the range, and you can see that it's trending down. Alright, Russell. Whew, oh, man, made it through that one. Okay, this is where we are with the Russell. We already took a look at that. Let's peek at SPX. We have a new high here, but we have a little bit of a pullback, but still we're going to be looking for a 50 delta there. I mean 20 delta, sorry about that. Make it yeller. So we're looking for a 20 delta there. So this actually is in a setup mode, because we're looking for them anywhere along here. So if we should get a hook up, we would be looking for a bull put trade on this particular one. Tesla. we're still okay there. We have earnings coming up. Anybody want to take a shot at an earnings play here? I would on the day before or the day of earnings. After market on 7/31, maybe on Thursday or Wednesday, do a diagonal, pick a direction, and do it close to at the money. Maybe we'll take a look at that and actually do one. Who knows? Visa. I thought they did good at their earnings. Yeah, they actually beat, but for some reason, maybe their outlook is not good. I'm not sure, but gap down at the open and then sort of recovered. Wasn't a big recovery, but it did recover. Tried to do something at the open. Probably a lot of stuff changing hands here. But this is the way that it ended up. So I would be willing to bet, based on this green candle, that it's probably going to kind of head up here. So what do you think? So let's draw a trend line in here. And let's, just for giggles here, we're going to say that this is going to head up. Okay? And we'll see if it actually does. Just for fun. Okay, that's it for today. We'll be heading out to a minor league baseball game this afternoon, so that should be fun. Get to pay maybe $4 for a hot dog that costs them 13 cents. Who knows? But anyway, that's my plans for today, and a few trades here and there. So thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, and happy trading.